Have you ever wanted to write a poem and it just became kind of a difficult process of just finding the right words that you're looking for?
Looking?
Hey, I'm John of Figurative Arc, and in today's video, I just want to show you my process of writing a poem effortlessly and painlessly. Before, I used to labor over writing poems. Now it's a much easier process and it's a lot more fun. The basic tenet that I use when writing a poem is I rely more, initially anyway, on my unconscious mind, rather than me trying to bring forth the right words. I have kind of a different method. So hopefully when I go through the steps, this will make sense of what I'm talking about, because it may sound kind of weird right now. So what I do is I look at the image or the subject that I want to write about. Maybe in your case, you want to write a poem about a person, so maybe you put a photograph of the person in front of you. And then once you get that in your working memory, you look at it and then you put it aside. You don't look at it anymore. Okay, that's step one. Well, I'm just going to write whatever words come into my mind. I'm not trying to compose. I'm not thinking about the painting or the subject. I'm just allowing whatever comes to mind, and I start writing words down. After I have a list, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start seeing if I can find associations between the words and look for the first line in the poem. And a lot of this, again, is very intuitive. But you can see what I'm doing here is I'm going through the list and I'm picking out intuitively what the first line is going to be, the second line, and I just go right down the list here with these words. And then pretty soon, as I continue to do this and pause and then start again, I have a poem that's starting to develop here. I just like poetry and I like to find ways that make it easier to do it, and it's more enjoyable. So I'd be interested in hearing your method. Maybe you have a completely different way. Maybe you just write it and you don't go through all these different things. Or if you try this technique and you write something, maybe share it in the comments. That would be super cool. I'd love to hear more about what you're doing. If this content was valuable to you, consider subscribing, because next week I'm actually going to read the poem to you, and I'm going to show you the artwork that inspired it. Until then, I hope you stay inspired. Take care. Bye-bye.